Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan.
Drip, snort, snort.
I got the drip. Here's the deal with Street Fighter 6 moving forward. We had a big discussion about this yesterday. I actually took in many people's opinions over the course of the last 24 hours, and I'd like to share with you everyone's thoughts. So we had this discussion yesterday on the Level 1 podcast. How do I continue to cover Street Fighter 6? Because there's two schools of thought. School of thought number one is, I'm a variety content creator. I should continue to keep picking new characters, playing for them for one big session, you know, and doing their basics and learning how they play, and then move on to another character until I get through all 18 characters. Now it's 2 weeks in, we've covered half the cast, okay? Now, here's the thing about doing that. Would there be a variety of content continuing on the channel? Yes. Would you see different gameplay styles and different characters represented? And would it be more interesting maybe to the outsider who's just watching Street Fighter 6 for the first time? Yeah, probably it would. But when you're constantly switching your character and you're only playing them for a few hours at a time, you're not going to ever get better at the game or master anything. You understand? Like, basically what will happen is I'll get a taste for every character, which is great. You need to have an idea of what every character has capable in their movesets, so you know essentially what's coming when they do those moves. You know what they are. At the very same time, though, there's no way I'm ever going to get much better at this game if I just keep picking new characters. And it's interesting because I got a couple different people who actually gave me some perspective on this in the last 24 hours. One person said the way that Maximillian dude does it is he, when there's a new fighting game, has something he calls the week of. And so what he'll do is he'll pick a character and say, I like this character, I want to try them for this week, and this is the only character I'm picking in the game this week. So just deal with it. And he'll sit there and he'll go to the lab and practice with that character, and then he'll go online and he'll try to get better with that character all week long. And then after the week is up, he feels like he's gotten enough of that character that he moves on to another one. Okay? That makes sense, but at the same time, that makes sense for someone who's guaranteed to be playing this game for months on end. If I was committing to playing Street Fighter 6 full time for 3-4 months, then I could use each week for one character. The thing is, we don't know if I'm going to be doing that much coverage of Street Fighter 6. Right now, the game is hot. Right now, I'm really enjoying it. You're really enjoying it. But what's to say in another month or two that it's going to have that much interest? Again, I'm a variety content creator. There aren't that many people coming to this channel just to watch me play Street Fighter 6 full time. They want to see me do other stuff too. I mean, that whole first week when I was playing Street Fighter 6 so much, people were clamoring, where's Diablo? Where is Zelda? Where's other content? We're tired of Street Fighter, right? So the way Maximillian dude covers games and me is different. My audience is definitely different. I feel like if I picked one character, like let's say that I said this was going to be the week of Blanca, and all I did every day when I played Street Fighter 6 was play Blanca, 2 streams in, people would be complaining. Oh my god, he's still playing Blanca. I guarantee you they would. Again, we just have different audiences. That's okay. So that's one thing that, you know, I get it and it makes sense for someone who's doing full-time coverage, but I don't know if it would work for me, okay? Now, another thing someone said is that most of the people who are considering themselves into the game and trying to get better and they want to be pro at it, which I'm not, but the way that they're attacking the game is they're only selecting maybe 2, maybe 3 characters tops, and they've essentially only used them. They labbed with them in training mode, and then they went online and they're playing nonstop, and they're trying to find strategies with these characters, and that's their focus. They didn't do 9 characters in 2 weeks like I did. Instead, they're just hyper focused on 2 or 3, and then later on they'll probably adopt more characters and try them out. But for now, they're again, early game, they're very focused on a certain game plan, right? And you know, that makes sense to me. Here's why. When I used to be a pro game player back in the day, pro Street Fighter player, I had 2 or 3 characters that I focused on. In Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, it was Vega, Balrog, and DJ. Those 3 characters essentially played very differently. All of them did. And because I had those 3 characters under my belt, in my repertoire, I could basically kind of handle any situation in the game. Whether I was fighting someone that was more defensive, more offensive, or a hybrid, I had something for every situation. You know, a lot of people say, why did you play DJ? He's only mid-tier. Because I was one of the best people using DJ in the world. It allowed me to actually have something that people didn't know how to counter, because most people never fought DJ at a competitive level. And DJ was the character with a fireball that countered things that my Balrog and Vega couldn't, because I had that kind of ranged gameplay. Do you see? So, that's why I did it that way. And that's why I feel like pros are doing it that way. They take 2-3 characters. Okay, these characters are canvassing all the gameplay styles of the game, and I can alternate between them in a competitive setting, and that's my focus, right? But for me, I've been very unfocused, right? I have 9 characters in 2 weeks is a lot of stuff to cover, and quite frankly, some of these streams, let's be honest, the Minot stream was kind of a waste of time. I didn't really get to learn that much, and come to find out after I played with Minot, she's a character that you absolutely need to play at a high level with a lot of dash cancels and things. Without dash canceling being mastered, she's essentially a bad character. She doesn't have good setups for any of her stuff. It's all about getting a safe hit string into a dash cancel mix up, and after the dash cancel, now you have like an option select. Without dash canceling, basically nothing she does is safe or a good setup, and she gets stuffed all the time. Well, I didn't know that. So I'm playing with her and getting body, wondering what's going on. Why does nothing seem to work? Why is everyone jabbing through everything I do? That's why. So characters play differently in this game by far, and you know, the character like that probably isn't one that I'm going to do very well with. Did it really make sense to even play with her on that stream? Well, I'll say yes, it was. It did make sense because now at least I know what she's capable of. But at the same time, I doubt I'm ever going to go back, you know. I'm probably not going to be playing that character, right?
I got the drip going. 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 I got the drip going.
It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.